At the beginning of this year, Jamie Ding was known for his work at New Jersey's Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency. But he very quickly became a household name after scoring a 31-game winning streak on the game show Jeopardy. He's now ranked in the top 5 winners in the show's history. It's a remarkable feat, but Ding made sure to use his time on Jeopardy to highlight some important issues here in New Jersey. And I'm pleased now to welcome him to the show. Jamie, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks very much for having me.
What was it like being a contestant on Jeopardy and having that, that run for so long?
It was super fun. Everyone was really welcoming. The production process is really well organized, and I mean, playing Jeopardy is very fun. And well, I won a game, and then I came back the next day and won another, and just kept going. It was a wild ride.
How much do you actually study or prepare for the episodes, for the questions?
I feel like I've been preparing my entire life to learn a lot of trivia. And then in terms of preparing specifically for Jeopardy, it was probably a month, like the month between getting the call to go on the show and actually doing the taping.
How much do they actually tell you about what the topics will be? Like, are you cued in there?
They tell you nothing. The best advice for what topics there will be is probably to just, watch Jeopardy and see what they ask about consistently, because some things definitely pop up more often than others.
Sure, and also just, be really smart. Did the pressure increase as the wins kept coming? Did you feel that pressure add on, or did it remain fun?
Ooh, it always remained fun. I feel like maybe the most pressure was around Game 5 or Game 10, because Game 5 is the threshold for Tournament of Champions, and Game 10 is threshold for Super Champ. And then after that, I mean, it was always nice to keep winning, but it did feel good, knowing that I had, made my mark already and that I would be back for the Tournament of Champions whenever that tapes.
It's significant. I think, people took notice that you used the moment to talk about things that matter. And given your background and your work in housing here in New Jersey, you brought that up as an issue on the show. What is your thought, your take on how New Jersey has approached housing in this state, especially in recent years?
I love the way that New Jersey has approached housing. We have the Mount Laurel Supreme Court doctrine, which has been around for 51 years now, and I guess we're still the only state that really recognizes a right to affordable housing, and that is related to why New Jersey has built more housing than our slacker neighbors.
Yeah, I was going to say, you took some shots at our neighbors to the left and to the right. What do you have to say about Pennsylvania and New York?
Well, I mean, I hope that I've seen good things coming from them, so it's never too late to get better. And of course, here in New Jersey, we also have a lot of opportunity to do better than how we're doing right now.
You stood alongside Governor Sherrill this week. Everyone's trying to get, their time with Jamie Ding right now. But you stood alongside her as she announced this executive order on housing. What are your thoughts there in terms of forward-looking goals for New Jersey? She really wants to look at how she can repurpose some existing properties and use state land to build more housing. What are your thoughts there?
I love it. I'm excited to see the report when it comes out. And I mean, working at the Housing Mortgage Finance Agency, it's possible that I'll maybe contribute a little piece to that. We'll see.
Is that something you want to do?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, we'll leave it there on that one. You also used your time in follow-up interviews to talk about some social justice issues here in America. You talk about yourself as a child of immigrants. What do you believe is America's view on immigrants right now, and what would you like it to be?
Well, America contains multitudes, and I mean, overall, I think that spirit of, being welcoming and hospitable, that has, permeated the American consciousness. Like, everybody instinctively understands birthright citizenship and I think values it. But then also we have people who disagree with that and right now they control the federal government. So I believe that we'll win in the end, but it does, take. You can't win just by saying that you're going to win. You have to do something to make it happen.
Well, you are doing something for yourself. You are right now enrolled in Seton Hall Law School. You're attending on the weekends. What do you see as the next steps for yourself? What do you intend to do with that degree?
Ooh, I really like policy and, using legal knowledge to achieve the policy goals that I'm interested in. Law is the language of power.
Yeah.
So it really helps to understand the law.
Any other game shows in your future?
Ooh, probably it would be nice to have a break. But also, your pop culture Jeopardy seems pretty interesting, and like my sister Jessie, she's much better at certain parts of pop culture than me. So maybe we'd make a good team.
Of course, you do get to probably take a break, I would imagine, after the earnings that you won on Jeopardy. Any good vacation plans for you?
The one that I definitely want to do is next year go to see the eclipse of the century with me and my friends.
Where will that be?
That will cross over Gibraltar and North Africa, and then the totality will be 6 minutes long, which is wild. I've seen 2 total solar eclipses before, and yeah, once you see one, you got to have more.
All right. Well, Jamie Ding, congratulations on an incredible win. Top 5 of the winners ever in Jeopardy. Thanks for being with us. You've been making New Jersey proud, no doubt.
Thank you very, very much. I'm very glad to have done that.